you married?
No. Where you been?
Believe it or not, we danced.
You danced? Well, she must have liked that. I mean, you being an angel and all, you must be light on your feet.
Yeah.
I thought I asked you not to do that. You too.
Max, I'm gonna smack you bald-headed if you keep on disturbing the guests!
Max! Oh, please, don't do that.
Come on, Max, please.
Boy, I tell you, when we get to that lake, you're gonna lose me for a whole week.
Mark, I already told you. You just sit back and relax, enjoy yourself. I'll handle this little assignment on my own.
Sounds great to me. A whole week of fishing.
Come on, there you go with a cigarette again.
Come on, will you leave me alone? It's my vacation. It's a beautiful day. Let me enjoy myself. Thanks a lot.
I didn't do it.
I mean, you know, he must really care about me, the way he worries about me.
Could be.
What do you mean, could be? Why else would he put my cigarette out like that?
Well, maybe he's not so anxious to have you up there.
Oh, Can I help you, Mr. Glidden?
Well, yes, we'll be checking out today. Right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is anything wrong?
Well, yes. It's your grandson. With all this ball bouncing and skateboarding at all hours, we're beginning to feel like we're interrupting his vacation. It's best if we check out.
I apologize for the inconvenience. I'll be happy to refund the balance.
Well, thank you. Just send me the bill.
Again, I'm sorry. Libby, we're going to have to do something with Max. We cannot have him driving customers away.
I know, Mother.
Kids go through phases. I mean, Lord knows you did. But not like this. Sweetie, if this continues, you're going to have to send him to military school or something.
No, Mother, that is not an alternative. He's had enough upheavals in his life. His grandfather dies, and his father takes off like a big bird after some dream. He needs love and to be around us, not military school.
I hope you're right, dear.
Hey, aren't you coming in?
No, I think I'll take a little walk and dry off.
See you in a little while. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. I'm Jonathan Smith. I made a reservation.
Oh, yes. Would you fill this out, please, Mr. Smith?
It's Jonathan. Pleasure to meet you,
Libby.
Libby.
First thing you gotta do when you get into a place like this, you gotta get in tight with the locals. See, they know where all the good fishing spots are. Yes, I mean, that guy Earl, I almost had to drag it out of him. That guy is shy.
I know.
What do you mean you know?
Libby and Earl, that's the couple I'm supposed to get together.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you're on vacation, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They want you to reach down in there and get me one of those nice, juicy night crawlers.
Yeah. Here, you better do it.
Little squeamish, huh?
No, I just don't want to be part of killing one of his creatures.
Think I'll use a lure.
Have you luck?
Not even a nibble.
Afraid my friend's a little bitter.
Well, how about a cup of coffee? It's the least I can do.
That sounds good.
No, you two go ahead. I'm gonna talk to Earl about his great fishing spot.
Look, I want to clean up first. How about if I meet you in the restaurant in a few minutes?
Okay.
You sure you don't want some coffee?
No, you go ahead.
See you later.
I don't want coffee, I want fish. Fish.
No, Mark's the fisherman. I just go along for the ride. I must say I do like it out on a boat, though. There's something very calm, very peaceful about it. You're lucky to live here.
It is lovely. Occasionally, I find myself taking it for granted. Something I thought I'd never do moving back from the city. Taylor, my ex-husband, preferred city life. One of the many reasons we're not together.
Are you married?
No.
Got my lunch ready, Louise?
Oh, sure is. I'll get it for you.
Yeah, my only worry is he's not going to catch a fish. He'll probably throw himself off a bridge somewhere. Hey, Earl, how you doing?
Hi there. How are you guys?
We're just fine. Hey, I think I better warn you. My friend Mark is going to be hounding you for some more fishing information. He's a man possessed.
Yeah, he already has. I know how he feels.
Hey, I apologize if he's inconvenienced you at all.
Don't worry about it. How you doing, Libby?
Good, Earl.
That shower rod in room 6, stay put?
Earl, the way you fix things around here, that rod will be up long after we're all gone. Earl? Here you go.
That's my order. See you all later.
You take care of yourself. Hey, he seems very nice.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
He your boyfriend?
Earl? No. More like a brother.
It looks a pretty nice day out. What do you say we go for a boat ride?
In the name of not taking our environment for granted?
Exactly.
What happened to you? You never let me down before. I'll show you. I'll use a surface lure.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he did invite all of us. But it's your night to watch The Office, and after Max's recent behavior, I don't think he deserves the reward of a dinner out.
Well, you just met the man. I don't trust him.
Why are you so suspicious? It's just dinner. He's a nice guy.
He's too flattering.
What's wrong with flattering? I kind of like it.
Max, dinner be ready in 20 minutes.
Pretty dressy.
Well, Libby said it's a pretty nice place.
Uh-huh.
I mean, uh-huh.
Well, I mean, you're a guy, or at least you used to be.
I still am.
And you're good looking, and the ladies go for you,
And, what?
You ever think about settling down in one place? You know, and getting married, enjoying the flitter-flutter of little wings around the house?
Come on, Mark, that's impossible, and you know it.
Then what are you doing? I mean, I saw you out on the lake today. Now it's dinner for two.
It's part of my job. Look, I'll make Earl jealous, and he'll step forward. That'll be the end of it. Come on, Libby's just a friend.
Fine. Whatever you say.
See you later. That doesn't happen.
That's true. Honey, go in and have your dinner. Bedtime's 9:30, and mind your grandma.
Okay, Ma.
Wait.
you been?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
Well, you did. Boy, for somebody who doesn't eat, you spend a long time at dinner.
We talked for a while.
What'd you do the rest of the while?
Believe it or not, we danced.
You danced. Well, she must have liked that. I mean, you being an angel and all, you must be light on your feet.
Oh, cute. I'll tell you something. That Earl's a lucky man.
Yeah. If it works out.
But come on, why wouldn't it work out?
What are you asking me for? You're the angel, remember? I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll see you in the morning.
Can I help you?
You bet. Fill her up, will you, Earl?
You bet.
It almost ran out of gas last night. Would have been pretty embarrassing with Libby in the car. She probably would have figured I was pulling one of those old teenage tricks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped by here, but you were closed.
We stay open till midnight.
Libby and I were dancing till way after 1. Hey, Earl, try to get some of this in the tank.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, she's quite a woman, that Libby, isn't she? You known her long?
Quite some time.
Ever make a move on her?
A move?
Yeah, a move. Be a nice-looking woman living right down the road.
All Libby just thinks of me as some kind of friend.
How do you know? Did you ever ask her out?
Yeah, I took her and her mom out to dinner a couple of times.
Her and her mom? You sure this is gonna work out?
What?
I said I like working out. Feel like throwing a football around later? Max would like it.
I'm not very good at that kind of stuff.
Ah, how do you know? You might surprise yourself.
Besides, that kid doesn't like me anyway. 24 even.
How do you know he doesn't like you?
He's always sassing me.
You know the way kids are. Probably doing it just to get some attention. Hey, maybe he's doing it just to see if anybody cares enough to say no.
Suppose so. Here you go.
Thanks. Hey, if you change your mind about throwing a football around, Libby and I ought to be back from horseback riding about 4 o'clock. You have a nice day, Earl.
Hey, you want to throw it around now?
I told you 4 o'clock, remember?
Yeah. Could I ask you something?
Sure. About the tire?
How'd you know?
Intuition, I guess.
It was flat. I saw it.
Well, you not only saw it, you did it, didn't you? Come on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it won't work on those. Those are automatic inflatables. Newest thing.
Gosh, they must be. I never heard of them. I bet you even Earl doesn't know about them.
I think there's a lot of things Earl hadn't heard about.
And something weird. When you drove out, all the air just went poof out of my football.
You're kidding me.
Isn't that weird?
Well, you don't do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Works both ways, good and bad.
Huh?
Never mind, it's probably just a coincidence.
Yeah, had to be. I'll see you at 4.
You got it.
Hi, Mark.
How you doing? Well, how'd it go with Earl?
Yeah, not too well yet. This job's going to take me a little longer than I thought.
That shouldn't bother you.
Well, you're welcome to go horseback riding with us if you want.
Me on a horse? No, I don't think so. I am going to be out on a boat pulling in 5-pounders. It's my vacation, remember? I'll see you later.
Good luck.
Ah, come on. I mean, an hour in a primo spot in the lake of nothing. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. No. Why me, God? That's why. All right? I quit.
It's a pretty spot.
He used to come here all the time when I was a kid. Last time I was here was years ago. Taylor and I brought Max up. I think he was about 3 or 4. He promptly sat down on an anthill and screamed like the Dickens. I should bring him back up.
What happened between you and Taylor?
We married too young. This has always been where I've been most comfortable. When Taylor and I moved to the city, he was like a little kid at Christmas. Opportunity, money to be made quickly, different kinds of people. He never wanted to come back. Seems like he didn't even want to look back. I think he was embarrassed about being a small-town boy. Even in the city, this is who I was. And sometimes love will stretch so far, I guess. You're a lot like him, you know.
Oh, I don't think so.
He wasn't all bad.
Oh, well, in that case, it's all right.
What I meant was you're fun to be with.
So are you.
I'm gonna miss you when you go.
Who knows when that's gonna be? I can't leave till my friend Mark catches a fish.
Right.
Hey, I think we probably ought to get back. I promised Max we'd throw the ball around.
You're right. Better go. I really meant what I said about missing you.
Hi, you ready to play?
Sure. Here, let me get out there. Toss me one.
You gonna watch, Mom?
Okay, for a little while.
Hey, Earl, how you doing?
Hey, Sid, come on over.
Sure, here you go.
Come on, I'll throw it! Hey, nice toss!
You're right. I surprised myself, huh?
I told you.
Come on, Max, throw me one. Wow, right.
I didn't know you played football, Earl.
Oh, yeah. That was years ago, though. Come on, Jonathan, throw it to me.
Holy cow!
fine.
What are you, pro or something? That was an NFL ball.
You sure you're all right?
Yeah, sure. Look, I gotta get back to the station. Could be some late traffic coming through.
Come on, Max, throw me one.
I don't want to talk about it right now, okay?
Talk about what?
Come on, don't play Mickey the Dunce with me. You know what I'm talking about. I couldn't believe myself today. I saw Earl coming over, and I said to myself, "Ooh, it's working out. Everything's going to be fine." Even gave him the stuff. And I looked at Libby, and I wanted to be a big man.
Yeah, when I saw that happen today, I was disappointed in you.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Come on, let me finish. I said I was disappointed in you. Then I got to thinking about it, I think. What right do I have to judge you? I mean, you're always talking about judging people. Don't we all have the right to make mistakes? Even angels?
No. No, I'm here to help people. I'm not here to worry about my own feelings.
Oh, well, you're probably right. Last thing the boss wants down here is somebody who fall in love or get jealous. I mean, this is no place to act like a human being. You thought about that, Jonathan? You know, the boss had a choice, you know. He could have filled this whole place up with R2-D2s. But he didn't do that, Jonathan. He sent you. Maybe all of this is for you, Jonathan. Yeah, maybe it's good for you. Maybe the boss wanted you to be touched so that you wouldn't lose touch. Maybe falling in love with Libby was your vacation, a refresher course, being a human being. You're just an angel, Jonathan. You're not God.
I forgot how hard it was. Falling in love sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
How am I going to get through it, Fred?
You find a way. It won't be easy for you, Jonathan, but you find a way. Morning, Earl.
Morning.
I think you're open on Sunday.
I'm not. Just cleaning the place up a little.
Hey, you want to do some fishing? It's a beautiful morning.
No, thank you.
Come on, why not?
Not in the mood, I guess.
You know what I like to do when I'm feeling down? I like to get out and do something, get my mind off my troubles. Come on, Earl, what do you say? Dollar bet on the biggest fish.
Okay, you're on. I got another one. Boy, they sure are biting today.
Well, I sure wouldn't know. Can't believe it. Quit smoking, I still can't catch a fish.
What's smoking got to do with it?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Where's your friend today?
I don't know. He's not much for fishing.
So I noticed. He and Libby seem to be getting pretty serious these days.
Oh, yeah. He's got quite a way with the ladies, you know. We hardly go anywhere. He doesn't wind up with one.
No, I mean, he seems real serious about Libby.
Oh, that's all part of the act, see? Sincerity. I mean, I don't know how he does. I mean, he gets them eaten right out of his hand.
You mean he's playing some kind of a game, just stringing her along?
That's right.
That's cruel. Are you serious?
Well, sure I am. Why do you think he's out there playing with the kid? I mean, he doesn't even like kids. But it makes points with Libby, see? I mean, that guy is an operator.
Doesn't that bother you? Hanging around with a guy like that?
Oh, yeah, sure it does sometimes, you know. But then let's face it, none of us are perfect. I mean, we're not angels. Hey, I got one! Oh, boy, this is the big one. Bro, give me the net. Get your dollar ready, Earl. All right, that's it. I'm buying a pack of cigarettes.
Hey, Earl, come on in. I thought you were fishing with Mark. Where is he?
Be right along. I want to talk to you.
Sure, go ahead.
What are your intentions with Libby?
What?
You heard me.
Hey, Earl, I think you're getting a little personal, aren't you?
Look, I've known Libby a long time. She's a wonderful girl. I don't want to see her get hurt.
Hey, Earl, I'm not hurting anybody. We're just having a little fun, that's all.
Maybe you are. But she isn't. Libby isn't that kind of girl.
Really? How would you know?
Because I know her. And I'm warning you. You hurt her, you'll have to deal with me.
Well, let me tell you something. If you're so stuck on Libby, why don't you do something about it?
That's my business.
Yeah, well, then what I do is my business, all right?
Just remember what I said.
Louise, could you give me some change for the cigarette machine?
Certainly. Any luck today?
Oh, yeah, I caught a sole.
In this lake?
Just a little humor.
Oh. Huh, here you go.
Thanks a lot. It's cute. It's real cute. Morning.
Is Jonathan up yet?
Yeah, he's up in the room.
Thanks. Good luck. Hi, you want to throw the ball around? I've been working on my spiral.
No, not right now, Max.
How about later?
No, I'm just not in the mood.
What are you doing?
I'm packing. We're gonna check out later today.
But you said you'd be here a while.
I know what I said, but I changed my mind. Getting bored, I feel like moving on.
Hey, was it something I did? Are you angry at me?
It was nothing you did, and I'm not angry at you. Look, let me finish packing, all right, kid?
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you, pal.
Max, don't even think about it. Max, look, I told you to stop. Now you're gonna. I've had it. I'm sick of this. You're not gonna get away with this anymore. From now on, if you want a soda pop, you pay for it or you ask me politely. You got it, Max?
Yeah, I got it.
What's wrong with you anyway?
It's Jonathan. He's leaving, just like that.
He's leaving?
Yeah. He's just like my dad.
Look, I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you a job working here, a couple hours a day till school starts. That way you can earn a little spending money, and maybe I can close up early. We'll both go play ball.
Do you really mean it?
Yeah, I mean it.
A real job? Like a man?
Like a man. What do you say?
Let's get to work.
Jonathan.
Well, how you doing? I was just coming inside till you get our bill ready.
You're leaving?
Yeah. Yeah, Mark's trying his luck out on the lake one more time. He should be back any minute.
Hope he gets something.
So do I. Hey, look, I told Max I was going, and he got kind of upset. You know the way kids are.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he's over at Earl's, in case you wondered where he went.
Thanks. Well, it's been fun.
Yeah, it has.
Stop by anytime you're in the neighborhood.
I will. I'll do that. Take care of yourself.
You too.
I guess we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, I thought so. Just caught an 8-pounder. Didn't have the heart to keep it. I'll go back up.
Earl. Have you
seen Max?
Sure have. Take a look. Hey, Max, your mom's here.
Oh, hi, Mom. As soon as we're done, me and Earl are gonna go play some football.
See, I gave him a job. Hope you don't mind. Kid needs responsibility. Be good for him.
I'm sure it will. Oh, my manners. I came to thank you for the flowers.
Flowers?
Yes, and the note. It was very sweet.
Yeah, well, I meant it. I mean it. Look, it's about time I told you something. A long time ago, you broke my heart. You didn't know it, but you did. See, the first time I saw you, I said to myself, whoa. So I said something to Taylor. He hadn't noticed you until I said something. And I never had a chance. Next thing I knew, you two were a couple, and I was your old sidekick. So be it. Look, I've always been in love with you. I never felt I could do or say anything about it because that would jeopardize our friendship. So, that's off my chest. This isn't going to follow anything up, is it? Our being friends.
I don't know. This is all new to me, too.
Do you think you could ever think of me as someone other than a brother?
Oh, I think so.
Well, I'd like to treat you to dinner tonight. Without your mom. Okay.
That'd be nice, Earl.
Would 7 o'clock be okay?
Perfect.
Well, I better get this work done so we can go play ball.
I'll help too, and then we can all play.
All right.
Let's go.